Hello everybody and welcome to race number 5 of the season here at Papyrus Motorsports Park, getting ready for our first road course of the season that is taking place here in Pennsylvania. Let's get on down to your starting lineup. On the pole, we have Phil Parker. Next to him, Seth Cole. Third is Levi McIntyre. Fourth, Jesse Turner, who finished runner-up over at Denver, so he is looking to see if he can get that rebound after what happened at Denver. Fifth, Scott Roush. Sixth, Jessica Shelton. Seventh is Keith Batson. Eighth, Joshua Osborne. Ninth is Nicky Martinez, playing top 10. Aaron Douglas. Here's the rest of your starting lineup from 11th and 12th on back. And on the final row, we have Diego Yepes and Kyle Matthews. So, let's talk about the points real quickly for this race weekend. They are as follows. Phil Parker has the points lead. He has just been absolutely amazing this season so far in the start. His average start's been at 11. His average finish is at a 7.75 in 4 races. Great start so far. Quentin Moore, Scott Roush complete the podium. Then you got Brian James, Amanda Evans, Cody Smart, Joshua Osborne, Zach Flickinger, Nicky Martinez, and Ace Wild complete top 10. Highest driver of the win so far right now, Sky Comets. He is currently P16. He was in the top 5, but he had a poor run over Denver, and he fell all the way to 16. So that's what's going on in that situation. And we should get the command very shortly. So we'll quickly go through a couple of new schemes. As you notice, Ace Wild in the 18 has a newer M&M scheme, but like a secondary, I guess you could say, in that matter. Also, real quick, we're going to be here for 22 laps of action. And here comes the command to fire the engines.
Drivers, start your engines.
There's the command. You see also Allison Rain running a newer Allied Trans Pride Chevrolet. You see on that inside line, 7th on there. RJ Bishop, you see in that purple 98 car, giving a tribute to Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, the wrestler that passed away pretty recently there. Seth Cole, we documented before, wearing the updated ASIN color there in that dark green and black. Zachary Fitzwater in the 5. First time we're seeing him running Crowley Foods in that Chevrolet. And that is... Oh, and I believe I just seen it. There it is. Benjamin Miles running in AutoZone colors and a little different this time. So those are all the new ones showing on by. Also, Keith Batson for the first time running Motorcraft in his number 39. Pace car making a dive down pit road. Phil Parker, Seth Cole, they're going to lead the field down. Who's going to get this win? We're going to find out. It is showtime here at Papyrus Motorsports Park. As we are here for the Digital Storm 330, and Phil Parker off to a fantastic start there in that 29 car. Seth Cole gets back in line, only falls to the 3rd position. Now Scott Roush, Keith Batson working on Jesse Turner. We saw only one caution take play in the Outback Xfinity race, and after that, we were mostly clean, but mainly green flag racing. So who knows what we really can see for these Cup drivers here. This right-hander obviously is going to be the big interesting spot altogether. Wow, they were almost 4 wide in the rear of the field there. Just mainly checking to see if everyone's all good. Yes, indeed the case. See Allison Rain, that 7, trying to work on Ferranti, and Ramey and Fisher got that inside line barely working there, but going to get 2 for 1 there. Now Keith Batson working on Scott Roush for position. That's inside the top 5, and 3 wide behind them between Shelton, Osborne, and Aaron Douglas. But leading the first lap as this top 3 are single file. Give it to Phil Parker in car 29. And he'll lead the first lap. And I'll tell you what, Phil Parker, ever since he's moved over to the 29 and is a part of that satellite team for Meyer Racing Toyota, has worked out fantastic. Supreme Autosport, definitely looking fantastic to say the least. Now Seth Cole, 2nd place right now as he got ahead of Levi McIntyre. Now, as you know, with Sky getting that win over at Michigan, And then we had our winner at Denver, which was Trent Dunham. Trent actually climbed up into the all-time wins list in a very big way. Now, if you're wondering about where Trent climbed onto the list, he's actually 8th all-time right now after that win. And who knows what can happen with Trent. Seth Cole is also up there in the wins column, which you see currently here right now. McIntyre's kind of up there as well in that 99. And don't look out now there, folks. Keith Batson and Scott Roush have caught the field. And now a battle for the lead between Seth Cole and Phil Parker. Seth's going to get the lead. McIntyre hops to second. And now Osborne has jumped into the fray. I'll tell you what, man, Johanna Atwood Motorsports, they are really trying to get that win badly. I'll tell you, ever since what happened last season, how they did not get a win, the one driver who's been really hungry right now has definitely been that Hunt Brothers Pizza Chevrolet of Joshua Osborne. He has been on the charge, and I'll tell you what, he is the guy that is desperately in need of a win very badly here. And you can see it with the way how he's been racing. He has been racing some really good cars, but just can't seem to get that win at all. Battle for the lead once again. Now Levi McIntyre working on Seth Cole. Can't seem to get the spot. We'll tuck back in line. Seth going to lead another lap so far, looking really good. Phil Parker trying to get back on the tack there as he's trying to hold on to third place. And Keith Batson seeing full advantage right there. Now trying to see if he gets into fourth. We'll get it. And so far looking really, really good. Toyota so far off to a not bad start, but the Chevys are bringing the numbers right now, as well as Ford. See, Ace Wild has now jumped into the 10th position. Alex Drayton now starting to put a challenge on Ace Wild. He's going to be in that preferred groove in a minute because of this left-hander coming up here. But Alex Drayton, man, he has definitely been on a huge winless drought. It's that John Majou Chevrolet. He has not been the same since rookie form, and got to wonder, man, what does he have to do to get back into that formation? Seth Cole enjoying lead, top 5, single file. Aaron Douglas battling with Scott Roush. That's for the 6th position, rather. Roush is starting to slip back. Douglas, the second-year driver, going to get the spot. Look at Batson, 3 wide for the 2nd position on McIntyre. Couldn't get that move. However, Batson's going to go for 3rd. Couldn't do it. Now McIntyre going to look for the lead on Seth Cole, and he gets it off 1. That's a good passing point right there by the 99. He's a well-known veteran. Has had some issues in the past with getting into a few drivers, but the times when he doesn't get involved in other drivers, you can see how he races, and he does very well for what he can do. Jessica Shelton at 0-2. Gets a battle for that 9th position there. Shelton, Drayton, and Ace Wild, the rookie. Shelton's going to hold on. Oh, but checked up on that inside line. And here comes Drayton on the high line. Gets a nice run off the corner. He's going to get 9th position right there. Tell you, Allison Rain's starting to work her way up there in that 7 car, trying to work on Nikki Martinez there. Ramian Fisher behind the 7, Dylan Pote behind the 23 there. Cody Smart, Audrey Baranowski's now starting to work their way up. Look at the style of racing here. You got 3 wide coming to the line. A whole bunch of drivers into the mix. Tucks back 2. Now Cody Smart, I'll tell you that 97 had a very weird start to the year. Opener at Daytona, crashed out of that one. 2nd race, almost won it all. 3rd race had a pretty decent run, and then Denver, he had an okay run. So he's had a very weird progression, but right now inside the top 20. You got around Ramian Fisher there, Dylan Pote following there, and Smart trying to work on his teammate and boss, Nikki Martinez. And that Great Clips Toyota can't seem to do it. We'll tuck back in line. And still, though, Rain, checked up against the Shelton and Nicky Martinez. What a move by the 23. Gets ahead of the 7. And Smart almost turned the 7. Very close call there. Whoops. Keith Batson now has taken the lead in the 39. He's gotten ahead of Seth Cole and Joshua Osborne and others. Osborne and Douglas, I'll tell you what, those two have definitely been on the charge. Osborne going to try to make it 3 wide. For the lead, can't seem to do it. Not enough of a run. Wow, and Osborne just shut the door on Douglas and Parker. Make sure so he can hold on. Batson now under fire from Seth Cole yet again. I'll tell you what, these leaders are swapping like crazy out here. And Seth will get the lead right there. Ever since these top 4 have been losing that lead there, they've been staying in this main pack and no signs of slowing down. Ooh, Batson did not take that turn well. That held up Phil Parker, and Osborne got the 2nd position. Now, in case you're wondering with Seth Cole, where he's at all time on wins, he currently has 6 as well. He was the first driver to get the 6 wins. If he can get this one today, he will be still 5th all time, but I mean, he will tie Mason Powers and Season 5 champion Dylan Poteet to get that job done. And then, of course, he'd be 1 behind Clint Spillman and Cody Lamas, respectively, for their wins. Now Osborne, Batson, inside line. They're going to get the lead from the 07. They're going to freight train around him. Phil Parker's got around him. Aaron Douglas is going to get around him. Scott Roush in the 60 is going to try to get some momentum on the 07. Can't seem to do it. Let's take a look at the rear of the field. See, everyone's looking so far. Diego Yepes and Brian James stuck in the rear of the field. Fitzwater has definitely fallen his ways back, but remember, too, pit stops will be taking play at a much later time, so who knows what can happen if it can benefit those guys in the rear of the field. Connor Meyer, Clint Spillman, former winner of this track, might I add. Amanda Evans, Trent Dunham. There's James Qualls, James Ellison stuck in the rear. Adam Garcia in the 6th, Kyle Matthews in the 50, who started dead last. Climbed his way up into 30th. Or 31st, might I add. There's Quid Moore, 2nd in the points, currently 27. Not a good run for that 89 car. So he knows with Phil Parker up ahead there, that's not looking good for that 89 racing with Jesus Spectrum before Chevrolet there. He's had a good start to the season as well, but you know deep down he wants to be up there with a consistent flow and keep it going, but right now not doing good. And normally the road courses that are not like in the street formation like open roads and Thornton, that's not really his cup and tea there, but you can see he's trying to do what he can there. Trying to work on Cody Lamas, Brett Pritchard, JT Bryant, and Benjamin Miles. Car currently in the 20th position is Alex Ferranti in the 84. Look at RJ Bishop, what a move. Right on Cole Devers, the 98. He just swung right by to get around him for that position. Finn Guy, Smart, trying to get up to Allison Brain and Audrey Baranowskis. And Jesse Turner trying to reel in Nicky Martinez and Dylan Poteet. Yeah, this left-hander, after that big right-hander there, that's definitely been one of the more trouble spots. Sometimes you want to take it the inside line, depending on how you use it right. Sometimes you want to use the outside line, depends on how everyone uses it there. It really does have a mixed feel there, depending on how the tires are really starting to wear down and all. See Turner still battling with Dylan Poteet side by side for the position. I'll tell you what, Turner, he really wanted that win so badly at Denver and just fell short there. So that 78 car, he is not wanting to let Denver really go to his head. Ooh, definitely swung that corner just a little high there, and Baranowskis take full advantage there in that Atlanta FC United Chevrolet there for Full Throttle Motorsports, and completes the pass. Ooh, Cody Smart just about turned the 78. That's the second car he's almost done that to. First Allison Rain earlier we saw, now Jesse Turner. So that Great Clips Toyota's been great, but just getting a little tad aggressive there. See, Phil Parker's retained the lead in the 29. Battle for position between Batson and Ace Wild as the 39 has been slipping just a little bit there. But he's going to get some of his spots back there. Tell you what, though, Phil Parker and Seth Cole, they have been two of the stronger cars in this race, and they have definitely been showing it for sure. Seth Cole is making an indication of coming out pit road, and down he goes. Whole bunch of drivers coming on down. Now the drivers that stayed out, we'll tell you in a second, they include Zachary Fitzwater, Benjamin Thomas, James Qualls, Cody Lamas, Brett Pritchard, Benjamin Miles, Aaron Douglas, Joshua Osborne, and Phil Parker. Everyone else coming on down. Brian James already came down a lap before. As we're on lap 11 of 22, marking at the halfway point. Now the question is who's going to be the leader on the pit cycle here. And Seth Cole easily takes it, no problem whatsoever. Look at Audrey Baranowskis in the 46. What a pit stop by her. She definitely gained some spots there. And she could be in the top 10 if it goes the way it's supposed to be there. Scott Roush and Alex Drayton have managed to stay with the 07. Can't imagine what these drivers are going to do coming down pit road this time by. Trent Dunham the last off pit road on that cycle. And here comes the leader. So we know Brian James is not going to make it for sure. Everyone else should be able to. It's going to be right within the border. And everyone is down. Ryan is technically on the lead lap. However, last place right now they're saying is Sky Commons in the 17. And, oh, Thomas just gave a shot to James Qualls in the 70. Oh, yeah, you see it messed up his rear there. Will affect him on the pit stop. We'll find out. Yep, they're doing some service on the 70. You've seen that there just a little bit, but out in the way he goes. And Phil Parker easily got out ahead. However, Osborne got a little bit of momentum, and the 27's going to battle Phil Parker off pit road as the leaders are going to pass him. Oh, Parker and Osborne contact. They're going to get out of there and almost cause a wreck. Whoa, I've never seen that before. Keith Batson now is going to work on Phil Parker as well as Nicky Martinez and Audrey Baranowskis. Actually, Brian James with a great pit stop. He jumped into the top 20 after everything went by. Whoa, Osborne definitely got a little slow there. And looks like the leader will be Scott Roush in car number 60. Alex Drayton P2 and Seth Cole P3 from the way how things are looking. RJ Bishop, holy cow, did he suffer on the pit stop there. James Qualls, we'll take a look where he's at, because remember, he got some damage thanks to Benjamin Thomas in the 15 on the rear end. You see that rear end buckle, but you can see he's not really being affected by it at all, which is a good sign at least, but still kind of makes you wonder what the 15 was thinking there. So now it's official. Scott Roush is the leader. Alex Drayton and Seth Cole completing the top 3. Then you got Keith Batson, a battle for 5th between Nicky Martinez and Audrey Baranowskis. 7th is Aaron Douglas. 8th is Brian James. Unbelievable. Wow. Joshua Osborne at 9th. And Phil Parker completing the top 10. And it was a good save by both Parker and Osborne. They almost caused the wreck coming off pit road. And God knows what could have happened from there. Ace Wild at 11th. 12th, Jesse Turner. 13th, Benjamin Miles. 14th, Brett Pritchard. 15th, Jeffrey Finguy. 16th, Levi McIntyre. 17th, Dylan Potey. 18th, Cody Lamas. Battle for 19th between Cody Smart and Jessica Shelton. 21st is Cole Deaver. 22nd is Alex Ferranti. 23rd is Allison Rain. 24th, Benjamin Thomas. 25th is Zachary Fitzwater. He's definitely benefited from that pit stop there, and he's top 25. Oh man, Benjamin Thomas checked him up for sure. 26th, James Qualls. 27th is Samet Oskin. 28th is Quentin Moore. 29th, JT Bryant. 30th is Kyle Matthews. 31st is Adam Garcia. 32nd is James Ellison. 33rd, there's a 4-car battle for that there. Right now, Amanda Evans has a spot. 34th, Dylan Thoreau. 35th, Zach Blickinger. 36th, RJ Bishop. 37th, Sky Comets. 38th, Clint Spillman. 39th, Diego Yepes. 40th, Ramian Fisher. 41st, Connor Meyer. And last car on the track, Trent Dunham. So no issues at all whatsoever with any of the drivers, with the exception of James Qualls having some rear end damage. And who knows what is going to be the case with Scott Roush. He can pull this win today. Right now, Audrey Baranowskis and Keith Batson trying to work together to see if they can hunt down 07. Brian James is up to 6th. I'll tell you, the only thing that could really help the 94 right now is a caution. And mainly the reason why is the fact that if he comes down pit road, he can clutch. Possibly. And who knows, he could probably benefit there. He came down 1 lap earlier than all the leaders did. But, I mean, you can see he's really benefited from these pit stops very well. But I'm telling you, he is definitely on the pins and needles at this point in time. And Phil Parker, you got to be wondering what's going to the mind of the Camping World Toyota. We're going to take a very, very quick commercial break here at Papyrus Motorsports Park. Scott Roush, currently your leader. We'll be right back after a very quick commercial break. Back, you have not missed much though. Scott Roush currently leading, and he has not even looked back ever since he's taken that lead away from Alex Drayton and Seth Cole. They have not come anywhere close onto that 60. 4th place is at least 3.5 seconds back, just a little more now. Last time at the line there were 3.5 at least, and I guarantee you'll probably be 4 or more once we cross the line this time by. But you can see for the most part, these drivers are kind of working together. If the top 3 start battling more, I guarantee you that's when these guys are going to really catch up. 2nd place is now trying to do that with Seth Cole and Alex Drayton, but they're going to be in the area of lane where you can really make a lot of passes. You can tell there, they lost a lot of ground right there. Drayton, Seth Cole bound for 2nd. That's big for Scott Roush. Now Seth gets the pass on the 14. I'll tell you, if I were Batson and Baranowskis, primarily within this group, I would stick single file for the time being, try to work together, while also getting ready for that 2nd and final pit stop, because you know they're going to have to come down one more time. Now, you know Brian James, he's trying to do whatever he can to run that 94 car as good as he can. I'll tell you, all 3 cars from Archangel Racing are actually doing pretty good. James and Nicky Martinez in the top 10. Cody Smart actually, he's just inside the top 20 in that respective 20th position in that Great Clips Toyota. But you gotta wonder though, if a caution comes out, how much everything could change just like that. Martinez, oh, they're coming down pit road on lap 16 of 22. They're coming down early. Brian James came down with all these guys that came down. And for the most part, the drivers that stayed out last time by, they stayed out again. Oh, someone had some damage. I'm not sure who that was. I couldn't tell entirely who it was. Flickinger just gave a bump to Spillman. Sounded a lot worse when I heard it from the distance. And Scott Roush just executed his pit strategy perfectly there. Oh, Drayton did not have a good pit stop, but he got held up by Nicky Martinez. But Scott Roush with a commanding lead in car 60. James really executed that pit stop very well. And now, these leaders here, what are they going to do? Aaron Douglas, you're going to stay out. Dylan Poteet's going to come on down. And these guys are going to stay out there. And Gotta wonder, though, Scott Roush. Gotta be very happy with that pit stop that he made there in that 60 car. But he had been told on the radio there were some drivers that stayed out on the course. And that he better be ready for whatever happens. Poti out and away in the 31, but Scott Roush is going to easily pass him. Qualls, Thomas, Fitzwater, Lamas, Pritchard, Osborne, and Douglas, as well as Parker and Miles, are the ones to keep an eye on. Benjamin Miles in the 62 AutoZone Mercedes. Any of these drivers coming down pit road this time by. They're going to stay out here too. Thought Cody Lam was making an indication he was coming on down. No one else is coming down as well. As we're at 4 laps to go. Benjamin Miles. Been a long time since his last win came in the Cup Series. And oh boy, if he can get it done today, man, I guarantee you he would be one of the happiest people out there right now. His last win was when he was a part of Sega Keith Motorsports. In a timeline when, of course, he didn't know what was going to happen once the team folded. DBI at the time took him in. Then DBI folded, Hertz Racing took over. And Bishop Family Racing helped fund the team and given them Mercedes. And now they are currently leading this fuel strategy of a road course. Right now, they're still staying out. Top 5 are still staying out. Lamas is staying out. Fitzwater, Thomas, and Qualls are also staying out. 9 cars are deciding the future for Scott Roush right now. James has now cracked into 11th, getting ahead of Seth Cole and Keith Batson. What in the world they put in this 94 car, I will never know. But that car has been on a hot rod mission there, and they have pulled some strategy today. Unbelievable. Oh, Pritchard gave a bump to Douglas. That's teammates there. Tell you, my race Toyota, man. Pritchard, Douglas, and Thomas there doing well as well. And then the Parker, the associate team. Miles, though, car 62. We're going to see if any of these top 9 come down, as next time by at the line will be 2 laps to go. No indication. They're all taking the risk. All the leaders are. Fitzwater's actually caught Cody Lamas for that 6th position. Qualls battling Thomas. I'll tell you, Qualls probably not too happy with Thomas on that pit stop, what happened there that first time by, and the only time they came down, but yeah, I think he really wanted to beat him on that one. But right now, Benjamin Miles has got no competition behind Phil Parker, and I don't even think they're trying to slow down. They're taking the risk. No one else came down out of all those main leaders that stayed out of the 9. But one last look at through this field. Scott Roush is probably just wondering, what are these 9 doing? They stay out, man. I'm going to be amazed. Top 5 literally nose to tail, all within the shot, but realistically, probably 3 drivers have a good chance of winning it. And there's at least 3 Toyotas in the top 4. And the only Mercedes there, Ford, is just nowhere in this battle, except for Scott Roush and that 60 car. They're all going to stay out once again, heading for the white flag lap. 1 lap to go for Benjamin Miles in the 62. Trying to get Hertz Racing its first ever win, and Miles trying to break a huge winless streak in the Universal Orlando Cup Series. But he's going to not be denied by Brett Pritchard in the 54. Pushes the 62 up the course. Here comes the Bang Energy Toyota. Oh, he's trying to trap Brett Pritchard on that line. Going to be the right idea for the 62. And now the big right-hander. He's got a rear decklet full of the Bang Energy Toyota all over. Every driver stayed out once again. Scott Roush is there battling 3 wide for 11th. Miles. Can he hold on against Brett Pritchard? Pritchard's starting to peak. Couldn't do it. Tucks back in line. He better make a move quick there. Phil Parker's reaching. Oh, I think Pritchard used up that car right there. It looks like they're going to stay out and try to risk it. No indication of coming down pit road for any of these leaders, and that's what's going to be the case. Benjamin Miles in car 62. What a way to get the job done. Checker flag. He wins at Papyrus with the Digital Storm 330. Wow. And everyone stayed out too. Amazing. All 9 stayed out on the course, and they're going to get some big-time finishes right there for this race. Scott Roush has to be so upset by that, but then again, you can respect the fact the man got a top 10 today over Seth Cole and others. And you're going to see him crossing the line. Scott Roush, P10. M. Garcia had some left side damage a little bit in that Mobile One Chevrolet there. Not entirely sure how, but he did. But Benjamin Miles, I guarantee you that 62 team has got to be ecstatic right there. And with funding of Bishop Family Racing, Mercedes gets their first win of the year in Cup. And I guarantee, I don't think it's the way they expected, or second win, excuse me. That's crazy. First Sky Commons with the funding, back at Michigan. And now Benjamin Miles, his second career win, and he breaks a gigantic winless streak, and the long time wait is finally over for the AutoZone Mercedes. Wow, that is a fantastic sight to see right there. The New York native gets the job done. And man, I guarantee he's got to be very happy with the result after all that. Brett Pritchard, you've seen he used his car a little bit. But unfortunately, he's going to fall a little behind there and finish in the second position there. He tried that move coming off that second to last turn, and he made that mistake really bad right there. So let's just go through your top 10 finishing results there. Benjamin Miles gets the win. Brett Pritchard, second. Third, Phil Parker. Fourth, Aaron Douglas. Fifth, Joshua Osborne. Sixth, Zachary Fitzwater. Seventh, Cody Lamas. Eighth, James Qualls. Ninth, Benjamin Thomas. We in the top 10, Scott Roush. Here's a look at your full finishing results as you see here on the left side of your screen. Keith Batson with a really good day. Seth Cole. They both had terrific days there. Brian James, he had a really good strategy throughout this whole race. He'll still come away 13th, but I guarantee you, if those 9 came down pit road, he would have had a much better finish. But he was in the rear of the field in the beginning, and man, those pit stops really benefited the 94. I have no idea what strategy they pulled off, but that was absolutely amazing. Same for Audrus Baranowskis in the 46 there. Both really took advantages there. Cole Deaver got the top 20 nod there in the 3 car. Allison Rain definitely was looking a good start there and then just kind of sputtered. Same with Cody Smart in the 98. RJ Bishop struggled on the pit stops there, and JT Bryant, same for him. Trent Dunham finished dead last in today's race. No cautions today, which actually is a great sight to see all together. But that'll do it here from Papyrus Motorsports Park. Congrats to Benjamin Miles one last time on the win. We will see you guys later for the next race, which will be at 8 Bull. So we'll be back going on the plates, see how that goes all together in the second race here in Pennsylvania. And then we'll head on over to Pocono for the Tricky Triangle. So if you like what we do, be sure to hit like, subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. If you hit the bell notification for any future uploads coming on by on the channel. You've been watching a production of the NRSL where racing is living. Congrats to Benjamin Miles on winning the Digital Storm 330 here at Papyrus. We will see you guys next week for Outback Xfinity action and Universal Orlando Cup action at 8 Bull. And until then, we'll see you guys later. Give the points and anything like always. Until then, goodbye, everybody.